Friedrich Nietzsche remains one of the most influential and controversial figures in philosophy. His works, brimming with provocative ideas, challenge conventional views on morality, existence, and the nature of self. Among his many contributions, Nietzsche's exploration of the wellness of the self offers a radical rethinking of personal fulfillment. His philosophy encompasses the will to power, the concept of the Übermensch, Overman, and the eternal recurrence, each of which plays a crucial role in his understanding of wellness. This video aims to thoroughly investigate Nietzsche's thoughts on the self and how his philosophical framework can guide us towards a more profound sense of personal well-being. Historical context. Nietzsche's philosophy emerged during a tumultuous period in European history, marked by rapid changes in societal, cultural, and intellectual landscapes. The decline of religious authority, the rise of secularism, and the questioning of traditional values created a fertile ground for Nietzsche's radical ideas. This era saw the waning of the Enlightenment ideals that had previously emphasized reason and scientific progress as the ultimate paths to human advancement. In this context, Nietzsche's philosophy offers an alternative route to understanding human existence and wellness, one that prioritizes individual strength and self-overcoming over societal conformity. Nietzsche's critiques of religion, particularly Christianity, are central to his philosophy. He viewed traditional religious values as life-denying and repressive, arguing that they stifled individual creativity and self-expression. Nietzsche's declaration of the death of God symbolizes the end of absolute truths and the beginning of a new era in which individuals must create their own values and meanings. Nietzsche's thought was shaped by various philosophical traditions and thinkers. Arthur Schopenhauer, a significant influence, introduced Nietzsche to the concept of the will as a fundamental driving force in human existence. Schopenhauer's idea of the will to live resonated with Nietzsche, who reinterpreted it as the will to power, a broader and more dynamic force driving human behavior. The classical Greek philosophers, particularly the pre-Socratics and the tragedians like Aeschylus and Sophocles, also influenced Nietzsche. He admired the Greeks for their embrace of life's complexities and their focus on individual greatness. Nietzsche's concept of the Apollonian and Dionysian duality reflects his appreciation for the balance between order and chaos, reason and passion, which he believed were essential for achieving personal wellness. Romantic poets and thinkers further shaped Nietzsche's ideas, particularly their emphasis on individualism and the creative spirit. Figures like Johann Wolfgang von Goethe and Friedrich Hölderlin inspired Nietzsche's views on self-expression and the pursuit of greatness. The self as a dynamic entity. Nietzsche's conception of the self is fundamentally dynamic, in stark contrast to the static and immutable views prevalent in his time. He rejected the notion of a fixed essential self, arguing instead that the self is an evolving and transformative entity. This perspective aligns with Nietzsche's broader philosophical project, which emphasizes becoming and self-overcoming as central to human existence. Nietzsche's idea of the self is deeply intertwined with his concept of the will to power. Rather than being a static essence, the self is a field of forces in constant flux, driven by the will to assert and enhance its power. This understanding of the self as dynamic and ever-changing underscores Nietzsche's belief that personal growth and wellness are achieved through continuous self-overcoming and the pursuit of higher states of being. The will to power is perhaps Nietzsche's most central and enigmatic concept. It represents a fundamental force driving all human actions, aspirations, and creative endeavors. Contrary to interpretations that reduce the will to power to mere dominance or control over others, Nietzsche's concept encompasses a broader and more profound sense of striving for personal excellence and self-expression. For Nietzsche, the will to power is not merely about achieving external success or power over others. It is about the internal drive to overcome one's limitations, to grow, and to achieve self-realization. This force propels individuals towards personal greatness, pushing them to transcend their current state and embrace their full potential. The will to power manifests in various forms, including creative expression, intellectual pursuits, and the affirmation of life's challenges. Nietzsche believed that wellness is achieved when individuals fully embrace this will, channeling it towards meaningful and transformative endeavors. The Übermensch, or Overman, is an ideal figure in Nietzsche's philosophy, embodying the pinnacle of human potential and self-fulfillment. The Übermensch represents an individual who has transcended conventional morality and societal constraints, creating their own values and meaning. This concept is closely related to Nietzsche's critique of traditional morality and his vision of personal wellness. The Übermensch is characterized by several key traits, including the ability to embrace life's challenges, to create new values, and to live authentically. Unlike the last man, who represents a state of mediocrity and complacency, the Übermensch is a dynamic and courageous figure who continually strives for self-overcoming and personal greatness. Nietzsche's vision of the Übermensch challenges individuals to go beyond societal norms and expectations, to forge their own path, and to live in alignment with their deepest desires and values. This ideal serves as both a guiding principle and a motivational force, encouraging individuals to pursue their highest potential and achieve a profound sense of wellness. Nietzsche's concept of self-overcoming is closely related to his ideas of the will to power and the Übermensch. By striving to overcome their limitations and achieve higher states of being, individuals can fulfill their potential and achieve a deeper sense of personal wellness. The concept of eternal recurrence. One of Nietzsche's most provocative ideas is the concept of eternal recurrence, the notion that all events in one's life will repeat infinitely in exactly the same way. This thought experiment challenges individuals to live in such a way that they would willingly embrace the repetition of their lives. The idea of eternal recurrence serves as both a philosophical challenge and a practical test. It asks individuals to consider whether they would be willing to relive their lives, with all its joys and sorrows, eternally. This thought experiment forces individuals to confront the nature of their existence and to evaluate whether their lives are worth repeating. Implications for wellness. The concept of eternal recurrence has profound implications for personal wellness. It compels individuals to live authentically and in alignment with their deepest values and desires. By embracing the eternal recurrence, individuals are encouraged to make choices that reflect their true selves and to live in a way that they would find fulfilling and meaningful. The eternal recurrence also emphasizes the importance of accepting life's challenges and contradictions. Rather than seeking escape or denial, individuals are encouraged to embrace the totality of their experiences and to find meaning in every aspect of their lives. This affirmative stance is crucial for achieving a sense of wellness and fulfillment. Nietzsche's idea of eternal recurrence challenges individuals to live with intention and purpose, to create a life that they would willingly embrace for all eternity. By doing so, individuals can achieve a profound sense of personal wellness and fulfillment. Nietzsche's critique of conventional morality and its impact on wellness. The critique of traditional morality. Nietzsche's critique of traditional morality is a central aspect of his philosophy. He viewed conventional moral values, particularly those rooted in Christianity, as life-denying and repressive. According to Nietzsche, traditional morality stifled individual creativity and self-expression, promoting conformity and mediocrity. Nietzsche argued that conventional morality imposed constraints on human potential, encouraging individuals to suppress their desires and ambitions in favor of self-sacrifice and obedience. This critique is closely tied to Nietzsche's vision of wellness, as he believed that true wellness requires the rejection of imposed values and the creation of one's own values. The role of affirmation. Affirmation is a key concept in Nietzsche's philosophy, representing the acceptance and endorsement of life in all its complexity. For Nietzsche, wellness involves embracing life's challenges, uncertainties, and contradictions, rather than seeking escape or denial. The idea of affirmation encompasses several dimensions, including the acceptance of life's inherent struggles and the celebration of personal strengths and achievements. Nietzsche believed that by affirming life's totality, individuals could achieve a sense of fulfillment and well-being. Affirmation also involves the creation of personal values and meanings, Rather than conforming to societal norms or external expectations, individuals are encouraged to develop their own values and to live authentically. This process of value creation and self-expression is essential for achieving personal wellness and fulfillment.